drives with the legendary quarterback Tom Brady at the helm. And he was talking about their struggles on his Let's Go podcast yesterday. Here's what he said.
I think whatever term you want to use, frustrated, aggravated, disappointed, they all, lump into the losses. You put a lot into winning, and when you lose, you feel like it was all for naught. And we're in a situation where we have to understand why we're losing and why we're not scoring points. It's a lot to put on our defense to give up 14 points against a very good offense and for us not to score more than that at home. So we obviously have a lot of work to do.
All right, that seemed like a pretty reasonable assessment of the situation there right now. But here's what's not reasonable, or at least it doesn't compute in the mind. That you have a game between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers in which the teams combined to score 26 points. And so it does beg the question. Both of them are there for one reason and one reason only, and that is to take their team to a Super Bowl. Which one of them has the team to do it this year? Brady's going to get some people back healthy. Rodgers is Rodgers. Right. Which one of them do you have the confidence in? I asked everybody for the picks. We can put the picks up on the screen and sort of frame the conversation around that. Marcus, which way do you lean? Which one of these two do you still believe is taking his team to the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, Tom Brady. G, you in the Radio Hall of Fame, ain't you?
Yes,
you in the Hall of Fame for the radio,
Several
right?
of them, but go ahead. Yeah.
I knew he was going to go there.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to
Yeah.
And you are the host of the best morning show on TV. If you were sitting in that seat and I put my 3 kids up there, your ratings would tank. Okay? If I put my kid, if I replace these seats with Macaria Spears, Marcus Jr., and Miko Spears, your ratings would fall off a cliff. Okay? They'll be looking at you like, what the hell are you asking me? I do not know. All right? But, so here's my point. Tom Brady went into a game against Aaron Rodgers, and the one guy that was missing for Green Bay was Christian Watson, who we think is going to be a good player, even though he has a drop that nobody wants to forgive him for. And Tom Brady went into that game, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost 14-12. Okay? I want everybody to let that sink in. The Green Bay Packers played with their full boat. Mike Evans wasn't there. Chris Godwin wasn't there. Julio Jones wasn't there. That, to me, is the most clearest thing on earth when it comes to Tom Brady and what he has at his disposal when we start talking about who you have more confidence in. Tom Brady. And not because he the GOAT or what he's done in the past. If Tom Brady would have had one of those 3 guys, I think they beat the Packers this past weekend.
Certainly, if he had Evans in the red zone on the 2-point conversion, it might have made a big difference. I think yours was the one that had the Packers had Rodgers underneath it, right? On the screen. Why Rodgers?
Because I'm smart and I'm not going to fall into this trap that you guys have constructed around Tom Brady. You said it's not because of what he has done. It's 100% because what he has done. And I think we think that the Green Bay Packers defense is not as good as the Bucs defense because of what happened to them in week 1. That Packers defense is really good. That's what it comes down to. Both of these defenses are going to have to keep their quarterbacks in games. And I think that the fact that we have a proven effective running attack, because I love running the football.
Yeah, you do.
Of the Green Bay Packers, that gives me faith in a young receiving core that I think can grow with possibly the most talented quarterback that we've ever seen in a team that's perpetually in the playoffs and in big game situations. I know they haven't always finished it off, but I think they can. I have faith in that, and everything that's surrounding the Bucs this year gives me concern. They got offensive line issues. It's not just receivers. They got Tom Brady off the field, things that we don't understand. He's going on 10-month sabbaticals from football, and y'all just like, hey, don't worry about it. Give him a receiver. He don't need a receiver. He needs something else, and they're not gonna be able to sign that.
I tell you, I don't know what you mean exactly by that, but I'm fascinated. RG3.
Okay.
You are risky. You have already said that if Gronk doesn't come back for the Buccaneers, you're going to jump in the East River. Yep. So you have a lot invested in that.
I do.
You know who else should is Brady, because I find myself watching them. You tell me. But that's the guy I think he misses. Yes, Evans great. Godwin great. But when they get down near the goal line, he has been going to Gronk for what feels like forever, and I think they miss him. He should be on the phone with Gronk right now.
Oh, yeah, Tom Brady missed Rob Gronkowski so much he didn't know what to do on that 2-point conversion.
Right.
That's why he got the delay of game.
Right.
But whatever Aaron Rodgers is taking, Brady needs to take a little bit of that off the field stuff, like the desert
Ayahuasca?
that ayahuasca, whatever it is, get his mind right. But I kind of lean towards what Marcus is saying. Brady doesn't have the weapons, but I also said the same thing about the Bills and the Dolphins game. So it's not an excuse for Brady, but you look at the end of the year, both of these teams right now are going to lean on their defense until their offense figures it out. For Brady and the Bucs, it's getting the weapons back, getting that continuity, because right now that he doesn't know when he gets to the line of scrimmage what these guys are thinking. Yeah. And that's always been a big thing for Tom Brady, to know that they're all on the same page. They can go execute the plays. They had Cole Beasley off the street contributing on third downs. So that's where I'm at with
Russell Gage was the number 2 targeted receiver in the NFL. Yeah, so here's the deal. Tom Brady, we're going to the playoffs, getting the Super Bowl. I got more faith in him than I do Aaron Rodgers. That's why.
Graz, you were there on Sunday also.
I've been around this Packers team the last couple of weeks. Actually, in week 2, I asked a couple of their players, like, hey, week 1, tough game. Does it feel like last year when you got beat? They said, no, it feels different. Like, we were in that game. They have a very confident air about them. They do believe in their defense. They believe in their running backs.
They should.
Aaron Rodgers does seem to be in a pretty good place, like in terms of mentally and however he got there. I think there's something going on with the Packers this year.
So we didn't get a chance to vote.
Dominique
you
is
would have
right.
put Rodgers up there. All right, much more on this as we go. Marcus, I promise I'll get it in. But but turn that frown upside down, because we're serving pancakes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Pancakes is one of our favorite things.
So let me show you how we're going to get this thing started. Get your feet up. Show that athleticism. Get them up. That's how we start this up. Let's go. We're back, baby. Absolute trash. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. You can't stop us, Brady. You can't stop us. You gotta put one inside that thing. We are back. Yes, sir. I like the little last.
I like the new opening. I got the new pancake opening. I liked it very much. All right, the blocks of the week. Jeff, go.
We about to get crazy and cranked up. You know why? Because DBs think they're smarter than offensive linemen. You're about to see it. Jordan Mailata from the Philadelphia Eagles. No, little man. You've got one trying to sneak in. Watch him right here. Sit. No, sir. No, sir, Dobby. No, sir. Look at him. Give him some of that. Give him some of that. And then the gore at the end. That's the thing. When he's on the ground, don't leave him there. Don't let him sit there. Body splash. Go give him some of that right there. Jordan Mailata. One pancake, because he is a little dude. But I love the finish. And I know all the boys, that's a refund. That's a credit in that room right there. Much respect. Make that man feel it. One pancake right there. Kenyon Green, look right here. I want you to watch this guy. You think you're smart? No, sir! No! If he has a mouthpiece,
I'm not going to act like Phillips not being there doesn't matter. I'm not going to act like when you got 3 offensive linemen out of a football game, that's not going to matter. I get it. And I understand it, what you're saying. They beat the Ravens. They beat the Bills. They got a 3-0 record. It's great, but I'm not ready to say that the Dolphins are the best team. Situations in the NFL matter. So I'm gonna leave mine there. If you believe that the Miami Dolphins are the best team, good for you, bro. Because I'm the person that says it's my list and it's mine, and make your own if you want a team to be your best team in the league. But I can't give credence to this game in entirety unless you tell me that the Bills are going to be the same team when they play the Dolphins the next time, or the Bills won't have these people available to them when they play them the next time. I know Poirier won't be, but man, I can't go there with you right now, bro.
Let me get crazy.
I can't go there right now.
Here's what I'll say. Mike Tyson was better than Buster Douglas. But when Buster Douglas knocked him out, he became the champ, and he stayed that way till somebody beat him. And the Dolphins have earned that right this minute.
Yes,
Sunday was not a championship game. Like it was week 3. It's like last year, the Patriots went up to Buffalo on a Monday night, and the wind was like the reason the Patriots won that game had more to do with the weather than the teams on the field. And 2 weeks later, in Foxborough, the Buffalo Bills destroyed them. Right? Who was the better team?
Graz?
Patriots won that night.
Guess what?
You cannot tell me based on 3 games who the best team is. I'm just not going to buy off 3 games.
Graz, that's the best point. Graz, that's the best point, because even after that game, we said the Bills were still better than the Patriots. Even
Not
after
everybody.
that game.
I'm standing in solidarity with my friend
majority.
Robert Griffin III, who made a very good point, and I will conclude it by merely saying this. The Dolphins won a game despite punting a ball off the buttocks of one of their own men for a safety. They gave up 2 points, the first team in the history of football to do that, and they still managed to win. So I don't want to hear it on the for this minute.
All right.
For this
This
minute.
minute right now.
They
I'ma
deserve
shut
to
up.
stop protecting.
Hold on. You go over there, too. You go over there.
I'ma shut
Would
up.
you bet your palatial estate?
Oh,
That's how you settle it.
Go over there.
I'm not betting my estate.
Go over there.
No.
Go over there.
I want to keep my house. I'm going to bet my house on that man named Josh Allen.
land in Georgia's. I'm good with
It's going to be safe.
Foxy,
I'm
Foxy,
going to tell Josh Allen to protect my house.
Foxy, don't let RG3 off the hook. He got a nice crib too. I'll be seeing it on Instagram.
We
Put
all
your
taking it.
palatial estate up too.
We gonna take it. Me, you, and Josh Allen gonna come get them keys. We coming to get them keys.
Robert and I are smart, but we're not crazy. All right.